Next one is a solve. All right, let me ask those of you online, Brian, what would be the first step, do you think? You're solving for x.
Factor y squared, w squared minus 9.
Okay, that's the difference of a squared, w minus 3, w plus 3, that's correct. What's the next step?
Find the LCD.
Okay, what is it? What is that?
Which is w minus 3 times w plus 3.
Okay, very good. Samantha, can you tell me what are we going to do with this information? What I'm going to do with this LCD that I found? What do I have to do with that?
You're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the LCD.
But not top and bottom. Remember, we want to eliminate the fraction.
So for the first one, we're going to just multiply the. We're going to multiply the top.
Right. You want to multiply each term by LCD. We're not adding or subtracting these, right? So the reason we're doing this is to eliminate the fraction. So to eliminate fraction, when you're dealing with the equation involving fraction, or if you have a complex fraction, the method is to multiply each term by LCD. Again, we are not adding or subtracting this. We do this so I can reduce these fractions. That's what we're doing this. So if I do the same thing with the second one, if I multiply the second fraction with the LCD, then here I get 1 over w plus 3, and then last term same way, w minus 3 times w plus 3, multiply that with the last term here. You notice that by doing this I eliminate all the fractions. There's some restrictions involved here. Now, Brian, can you tell me what is it that we cannot assign for w in this case? What number I cannot assign for w here?
Three or negative 3.
Okay, very good. W minus 3 cannot be equal to 0. So w cannot be equal to 3. And also w plus 3 cannot be equal to 0. So w cannot be equal to negative 3. Because if I assume 3 here for w, then you get something over 0 which is undefined. I cannot have 3 or negative 3 for w because that would cause this whole fraction become undefined. So you have to keep this in mind, that if I find 3 or negative 3 as a final answer, I would exclude those answers there. So Shanisha, you were kind of right. You typed 0. You mean this whole thing cannot be equal to 0. I can have w equal to 0. That's no problem, because 0 minus 3 would be negative 3. That's okay. But I cannot have this whole thing equal to 0, which is w cannot be equal to negative 3 and positive 3. So by looking at this, I can reduce this. So that would reduce this here. Then all this reduces. So remember, I'm not adding and subtracting this again. I keep mentioning this. We are simply multiplying each term by LCD. So I would eliminate all the fractions. So the first term would be w plus 3. The second term would be w minus 3. And the last term would be minus 5. So here I get 2w. And this would be simply 0 equal to negative 5. So what is w is equal to, Samantha? Samantha?
Negative 5 over 2.
Yes. W is equal to negative 5 over 2, not 3. 5 over 2, very good. So once again, when you have a equation involving fractions, you find the LCD among everything. You multiply each term by LCD to eliminate the fraction. Again, you're not adding or subtracting these. Then you eliminate the fractions, you get the linear equation out of that, you solve for the variable, and keep in mind that the restrictions exist here. W cannot be equal to 3 or minus 3, but our answer is not either of those, so this is a good answer. We'll take this as a final answer.